Good evening, everyone. International Master William Paschall. We are gonna do an arena tournament here. It is 7+2 rapid chess or rapid, rapid. Yeah. So it sounds good. 7+2 rapid chess. It's casual, so your rating won't be affected, but I really encourage everyone to play as competitively as possible here. I do like to kind of commentate my games and strive to make the stream instructive, you know, rather than like kind of like bloodthirstily try to win every game. So oftentimes I finish 4th or 5th place. That's to be expected. I'm not going to berserk for the most part. Just try to play quality games here with you guys. So, bunny chess today. Rapid. Try to say that like really fast. I'm already like stuttering naturally, so especially when I'm tired. All right, beautiful weather here in Budapest. I could be out prancing around the city park, but I'm with you guys where I belong. We had a donation from Acerbate to the PayPal account for the stream, and I really appreciate that. So all of you guys are here supporting the stream. Some people have donated. I really want to thank everyone. Yeah, I've got the no tilt on my shirt. it's an old full tilt poker shirt. Yeah, it's a classic. One of my favorite poker t-shirts. The bunny girls. Rapid. Anyway, enough of that. I don't see our regular. There's our regular moderator. Well, we got Jeroen here just in case of an emergency, so the trolls are in trouble. Arena tournament. Yeah, 7+2 rabbit chess. We've got Sparkle Horse, that's me. Mr. Ndach, Aldisto, Rabbit Chess, Morwa, The Bad Fish, who I don't know. We might have played them once. Jeroen, and then Sharon Vignesh. I don't know this player. New My Gems I recognized from before. Tom Haas. We've got 12 players so far. Usually we get like 50, even more. Your backup, Sarontia. We want to keep the trolls at bay. I've got a little cough or something here. I think it's the beginning of allergy season or something. Suddenly the temperature went up like 10 degrees. It was like snowing 3 weeks ago. You know, now it feels like summer. I have to keep the window open. You guys are gonna hear some ambulances, the good warm weather Budapest sounds. Budapest, the most famous thing is the loud ambulances here in the city. Badfish is a streamer. I did not know that. His account, his accent, what? Is that music while he's playing? He's got music on the stream. Lost in translation. Do I live in Buda or Peshta? I live in Pest. Strongest chess club ever. Beating 1500s here makes me sweat. We don't mind ambulances as long as they're not coming after you. I'm an ambulance chaser. We've got the highest rating. Derndach is second, then Aldisto. Be careful with Aldisto, guys, because this guy has been sort of sneaking into first place in all these tournaments lately. Usually it's a late stage run, but here he's like signed up right from the beginning. He seems to be underrated. There seems to be this thing where we let him sneak into first place every time. So make sure when you play Aldisto, you try your hardest. We've got 10 minutes, so we're going to get started. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for supporting just by playing, just by being here. I've got a tournament coming up in 2 weeks, the Hungarian Budapest Spring Festival. It's a really pretty strong open. It'll start on the 18th of the month, so there will be a week when the stream is down. Coming up, Nefidov, welcome everyone. Thank you for subscribing. Aldisto, I don't know if he's still a subscriber. Morwa, Nefidov. Got a number of subscribers here. So, Bombus is the only underrated guy? I don't think so, man. I think the whole company is underrated. Durndatch, Aldis, though. Well, Rapid Chess, your Rapid Chess is pretty good, actually. Well, he only plays Rapid Chess. That's the name of the account. Morwal is another one who's sneaking into the top 3 trophies lately with a kind of low rating. He seems underrated. Nefedov is without question underrated. Even Eurodin is probably a little underrated. I mean, I'm the only one who's overrated. Wubba Lubba Dub Dub, for 1300, that guy has put a little fear into me a couple times. Can I specify the days of not streaming? The 18th until the 26th. The 18th through the 26th will be no stream. April 18th to 26th. It's like midweek through the weekend, and then through most of the week, a second week. 9 days, 9 rounds, 9 days. Maybe I could do like maybe I could still do a stream or two. Let's not rule it out. But I'm gonna retain the right. What do I say? Reserve the right to not stream during those days, because it's not that I want to be lazy. It's just that I want to spend my time preparing for my games. That's why I don't want to stream. I managed to beat Pop G in 3-2 on Sunday. He's very human. I managed to beat him. He's strong in Blitz, though. I think he's something of a specialist. He was always extremely strong in Bullet. Even 10 years ago, when I played him in the first Saturday, I would have considered him to be something of like a kind of rapid Blitz specialist, rather than the tournament player. I don't know, he doesn't seem to be interested in playing seriously in tournaments, but for me it's strange to get the GM title and stop playing. I mean, IM title is one thing, but to get the GM title and stop playing, okay, you gotta make a living, but with the GM there's many more opportunities. Okay guys, 7 minutes to go. Normally I'm ready to go here. Once in a while I've got a lesson or something right up abutting the stream, but I'm here early, on time, and late. So who else we got in the friends list here that isn't Move 11? I don't see him I don't see you there. Sebald? No, Sebald is not here. Trouts. We haven't had Trouts for a while. He's been playing hooky from the chess world. And my other friend Val. Val might be here. Durndatch said, I played against IM Monkey King. I don't know this guy. New account? Durndatch says, I look at Mute Chess Insight. Alright, what do we got? We're going to play Durndatch. He's quite fast. Pretty strong. Serbian Santa, excuse me. Serbian Santa Claus should be showing up a little bit later. Last stream, like during my game with him, someone was like berating him like Santa doesn't exist. I wanted to have the guy banned. Alright. How can you say that Santa doesn't exist? Alright. Time to get started in just 5 minutes. I didn't see, you know what I didn't see yet today? The cheese bomb. I don't know, I didn't see any kind of what happened in the Grenke tournament. Is that going on today? Or is there like a rest day? Grenke Classic. Today's a rest day at the Grenke Classic, so no report on that. There is one trick you can do to get an easier pairing. Yeah, like sit out the first round. I know about that. Take a rest day in the first round. So any particular games you guys saw from the Grenke? I wish we could call it something else. The Grenke sounds weird. It has another name, right? But the Grenke Chess Classic. Any interesting games you guys saw from that tournament? What happened? Magnus drew with Blue Bomb last game. Kind of a boring game. I'd want to keep it boring against Carlsen too, though. Nefedov says, I'll be leaving the tournament hall halfway through. I'll let you win this one. Just don't get paired with me and nick me for a draw at the early stage. Anand versus Who You Fan. Thanks for the update, Mubot. No stream between April 18th to the 26th, but I reserve the right to change my mind. If I did do a stream in that period, it would be one of the evening streams. It all depends on what time the round starts, actually. I have to check out the schedule for the... I don't even know what time the starting round is here. It's really close to my house, actually. They moved the tournament venue from a place called the Balna, which is like this nice sort of... what do you call it? Hall for exhibitions and stuff to another place that's actually really close to where I live. So the good part about this tournament is I just have to walk down the street like 1 kilometer to the playing hall. Celebration stream for getting revenge on GM Sedlak. He is playing in the tournament. It's very possible that I'll get paired with someone around Sedlak's rating in round 1. It's looking like I'm about 10 below the cut, which means that if you cut the cards, the pairing cards in half, I would be cut them in half, I would be about 10 down in the bottom half of the deck, which puts me about ready to play like Sedlak in round 1. Yeah, I had a really nice game against him in December, but I messed it up. Alright, we will see though. I'm definitely going to play a strong player. I thought there was a chance there would be a lot of low-rated players. You never know, like there might be a lot of registrations at the last minute. I thought that it could push me to the top half if a lot of lower-rated players play. But the problem with this kind of tournament is that it's not like a USA Swiss tournament where there's like a prize to encourage players between like say 22 and 2,500. I mean, there's basically no financial incentive for players between 22 and 25 to play in this tournament. It's either like you're trying to gain rating points or make a GM norm, but if you're under 2,500, you have very little chance to actually win a prize. Whereas like in the West, there'll be like motivational prizes because everyone's paying like a bigger entry fee. So there'll be like an under 2,500 prize or something in the World Open. Here there's nothing like that. So basically there's not as much incentive for people who are between 2,200 and like 2,500 to 2,400 to register. So it's more likely that there'll be like more GMs and people who are higher rated than me signing up than say like random 2,200s. I need like 10 random 2,200s to enter the tournament for me to be in the top half, which isn't that likely to happen. I just hate playing a strong player in the first round. I'd rather have like a warm-up game. It's kind of like this. It's like this, except it's not a Swiss system. I have to play a strong player. I like to get warmed up, kind of find the groove there, get a little confidence, a confidence builder game in round 1. I have a warm-up game on Sunday though. That week before the tournament starts, I'll have Budapest, my last round of the Budapest Team Championship, so I can view that as a kind of warm-up game. I'm probably playing a pretty weak player though, like a 2,100, a high 2,100. Mid to high 2,100 on Sunday, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. This Sunday is a simul, guys. It'll be a good simul, another 40, 4-hour simul we did on Sunday with a very nice donation from Koi TV of 10,000 bits. Can't see it on the stream now. Do I play Blitz or training games in hours before tournament games? I would never really normally play Blitz. I would just like prepare openings, more or less. Now you hear your first Hungarian ambulance for the year. 2,100 is weak. I have a good score against the 2,100s. Alright. Now we are playing Derdach in round 1 here. Good luck, everyone. I should type that in the chat room. Good luck, everyone. Alright, we're going to flag. During Dutch, I basically play the same opening every time. I'm usually playing the Sicilian, but occasionally I'll throw out the Caro-Kann. He's got his set variation that he plays. I'm going to go with the standard stuff. My ambulances sound like the American ones? I don't know. Maybe the sirens are similar. But they're a hell of a lot louder. And they're a lot more frequent. Basically, and they also attach them to other vehicles that aren't really ambulances. Like vans that work for the city transportation system have these loud ambulance sirens on them as well. Alright. Now here, castles is our main line. I think bishop h5 is the other move I've played. Bishop h5 is my favored move. I guess I've probably played this already against Derndatch. He has a very limited repertoire. But he's, you know, he knows what he plays, basically. Here in France, they sound different. Yeah, I mean, the French ambulances have a kind of famous sound. That movie sound. We had this already once, I believe. Not recently. This is like a weird variation that he sort of invented himself. I realized later. The idea is bishop takes h7, check, and queen h3. We had this game already. So I had to play bishop g6, I think. But now I don't recall how that went down. Knight c5, bishop takes, king takes, queen h3. I cannot remember how the game went before. I think it was against this guy. I mean, I don't think it was a different player. Well, I have to like sack a pawn. Bishop g6 takes knight c5. But I don't remember that happening, like this take on d5. He has all sorts of moves there. Queen f3 takes. We sack a pawn or something. Knight c5, take, queen h3. Bishop takes h7. I can't put my king on g6. What about a different line? I really just have to memorize this, I guess. Alright, I don't know. I guess I'm just sacking a pawn here. Hopefully I have some compensation. The knight c5. This was like a simul game, I think. I can't remember now. Maybe he had another tricky move like queen a3. I can't recall. I just remember thinking that I was busted, but then looking at it afterwards, and it wasn't so clear. So I have rook d8, he moves the queen, then I play knight d3. My other game was slightly different. The knight can also blockade on e6. I'm not certain that rook d8 is even my best move. If you play f takes g6, the bishop is hanging. I'm concerned about my structure there. But that is a point. So knight d3. Just threatening the b2 pawn. Yeah, this is like a really amazing move. Purely tactical move. Queen takes, knight takes, he comes in. What am I supposed to do here? It feels like there should be something for black. I'm just slightly worse. Because he's on c4. This is probably not the best. Not the best line for me, but I'm getting low on time. Aldiso has network issues. There's nothing you can do. So I can't take that. I have to trade queens. Honestly, here I thought I have like reasonable chances to draw because my pieces are pretty good. His pawn on e5 is a little overextended. But I think I'm being a bit overly optimistic. Still, his knight doesn't have a great outpost. Rook endings can be drawish. I can kick his knight out with b5. We could get a rook on the 7th. A lot of things can go right here. Not such a simple ending. So b5. The knight's too strong there. Rook d2, a4, I guess. We have to get as active as we can. Now what, maybe rook c3? I don't know, I have to be careful here. Now if rook e4, then I take. Maybe I have to take first. He's got 5 minutes left, playing the game like perfectly. This guy is dangerous. Fairly active rooks. I'm not sure about this. I don't know about the sending. It's not really a good distribution of pawns for me. Probably I'm just lost here. Basically a perfect game by white. But the most impressive is his time usage. Rook g3. That's a surprising move, kind of. Okay, I don't know. Now he can activate his other rook. That's the problem. Basically, I have to trade a set of rooks. Perfect technique by white. Mobilizing those pawns. I'm not sure about that one, but it's probably good enough. Not the ideal. Not the ideal configuration of pawns. He let his pawns get separated. Might allow me to hold on somehow. Why do I have to play the strongest player in the tournament? This is probably what he's asking himself. Why do I have to play the strongest player in the tournament in the first round? This is what I'm afraid to play in this Open in 2 weeks. Why do I have to play one of the top 10 Grandmasters? Anyway, guys, not warmed up at all. But I've got to learn this line. Bishop and rook pawn are like one of the worst configurations you can really get. I'm very, very fortunate. Let me pause the tournament here to take a brief look at that opening and the endgame, which was obviously winning for him if he keeps his pawns together. But alright, the opening. Unfortunately, most of my games are casual here, so they're not saved in the lichess Opening Explorer. Technical fail by Derndatch. Okay, this is all book apparently. It's funny that like bishop takes e5 is by far the main move, but he prefers this. This famous game, Gingiashvili versus Karpov, is one that I've used in lectures. And speaking of Sedlak, this is Sedlak against Chonka. c4, bishop g6. This is what this other guy did. So the engine claims that I'm supposed to play knight c5, but I'm not so sure about this. This is stockfish without enough time to think. Bishop takes, king takes, queen h3, g6, g4. Oh, this is the idea. Why can't I play like rook h8? Okay, rook h8, pawn takes pawn. You know, the problem is you can play h6. That's one issue. I was better at some point. Wow, after queen c4, I'm better. So says the engine. Rook e4. Maybe rook e4 is his only move. I'm better here. What? Queen takes c4. How am I better? Oh my god, I have some trick with knight c5 and rook d4. Oh my god. Look at that. Knight c5 with the idea of rook d4. Oh no. So, alright guys, back to the tournament. We were lost. d4 best by test. Look at f takes g6. I gotta get back in the tournament. I'll look at it after the game. I mean after the tournament. I promise to look at that game because it's important for my repertoire. But apparently what I did was fine. Self-confidence is so key, you know. Already Aldistos played 4 games. How did he play 4 games? Can someone explain that to me? So he had this disconnection against Rabbit Chess. Then he beat Blunderbuss and Ananas using no time at all. This is 7+2. He's played 5 games already. How is that possible? The idea is just to play as many games as you can. How can you play 5 games of 7+2 in 18 minutes? Alright. Jeroen. You lost with 3 moves. What? You lost in 3 moves. How did you arrange that? Let's try the other variation, Jeroen. I think my first line that I played in the simul stream on Sunday is the best, probably. But this is also interesting. Probably Jeroen knows it. Objectively, the other line is probably better. That's what I always play. But I was curious about this. I didn't see Acerbate. He's usually here. He sent me a donation on PayPal, and I wanted to say thank you. But he's been here for almost every stream lately. Not here today. You lost 2 because of your connection. Okay, that's the secret. How do you get to play so many games? You don't really. Queen d5, the developing move. It is a developing move, but it could be an undeveloping move shortly. I'm gonna accept a challenge. I was expecting queen e4 check, honestly. I was gonna sack a pawn with bishop e2, bishop f3. Could still offer the pawn sack, but I don't think it's objectively right. Just that my knight isn't that well placed on c3 in the stonewall structure. It is still a stonewall structure. There's sort of remnants of the stonewall, like f5. It's like an ancient stonewall from 5,000 years ago, like the Wall of China. It's starting to fall apart, like the center part is gone. But still, you see the remnants make the knight difficult to maneuver here. It's across. Put the pawn back on f5 and you're playing the Scandinavian. You're ruined. That's insane. You're playing the Scandinavian with your pawn jumped out to f5. That is totally crazy, dude. Absolutely mental opening here. I'm not sure bishop c4 is objectively best, but it probably forces him to play e6. White must be better in this position. We have to mobilize. I would prefer to castle queenside, I guess. But at the same time, it might give him some play. Alright, bishop b4. That's what I expected if I castled queenside. I was thinking of sacking a pawn. But there's also knight e2. I mean, this looks like... I was just talking about how that knight is on a bad path. The path to nowhere. d5, b5, a4, e4. But the one place it can go is e2. He's pinning nothing. Pinning the air with bishop e4. It's the greatest Scandinavian ever. Direct threat. Jeroen is quite cagey, but being insistent on this Dutch against knight f3, most people are not that brave. Okay. I really need to like play g4 somehow, but it's not that one way. Can I make progress with just the pieces? Try to blast him open with c4. There's something very Nimzovician about this. It's a French defense. No, it's the Scandinavian. No. This is kind of a weird move. A weird move in a sense. Knight b4. In another sense, it's like the most natural move in the world. It blocks my own bishop on b3, so it's kind of controversial. It looks good. I guess I could always fall back here to that dead diagonal. I like this. Is a fun game, though. You can count on Jeroen to play challenging, crazy games. Like our other moderator. All our moderators have been wild people. Plucro, Jeroen, Soltigo, and World Loser. All kind of crazy players. Is there a connection? I don't know. c5. We have a massive space advantage. I'll just play positionally here. Gave up his bishop. Alright, now we've got the dark square bishop that looks really good. But Jeroen is quite a solid player. Fundamentally solid. So if he gets like a drawn position, you know, he knows how to draw it basically. Gets a winning position, he knows how to win it for the most part. Some kind of concrete situation. What's up, John? What up, John? Who's John? Okay, bishop d6, and I'm going to play c5, I guess. It's a hell of a bishop. Not a great knight on g6. And on the other hand, you know, c5 has its drawbacks as well. So maybe we don't rush with c5. We just make this move. Now he's basically forcing our hand. Of course, I can play bishop a3 as well. I like it anyway. It's probably good enough. He's very tied down to this point. Can't play knight e7 without dropping a pawn, for example. Okay, the classic knight on g6. So we try to do like a King's Indian attack motif with the pawn wedge up to h5. French defense. The connection is you have to be crazy to moderate the channel. That's what I'm saying. It's not a coincidence. All you guys have similar styles. Oh, e6 is just hanging, but maybe he sacked it on purpose, actually. It's too much now. Rook takes e6 check. Bishop takes e6, it's all good. Maybe he sacks an exchange here. My white squares are a little bit weak. But I'll take 2 pawns. He doesn't have rook f8. That's handy. Not having rook f8 does make life a little difficult for black. Still, he has some practical tries. I like rook e8 here. If you're like a really desperate tactician, I think that this move comes to mind. We can sack the exchange and take over on the white squares and try to mate white with like queen takes f5, bishop c4, bishop d5, queen f3. I'm voting for rook e8 in this position. He did it. I'm not interested. Take your business elsewhere. I wouldn't have given this long lecture if I didn't have like a saved move. And then h5. All right, analysis board. The board of analysis. Let's see, rook e8 is best move. Well, Stockfish votes for h5. I think that's equally bad. Queen f3 after h5. He can't protect h5. Okay, guys, let's join the tournament back. It's a 2.5-hour stream. This player is a new player, so no clue on how good they are. Sharon Vignash, 4-0. Grigory has an established rating. That's always a good sign. And he also lost a game. Okay, Aldisto had a slow start, but he's very, very competitive. Morwaz 2, Ananas, slow start. I have a slow start. Why do I have just 1 point? Why do I have a lead? Wait, did I? Oh, I drew the first game. That's why I have a slow start. That's the problem with like playing a strong player in round 1. I almost lost. I was lost in that rook ending in round 1. The 3 against 2 rook ending where I have an outside pawn. He's just able to create 2 connected pass pawns. It's just that Derndatch was impatient and he pushed his pawns too quickly. If you play against Sharon, just resign. It's possible. Oh good, I'm not playing him. I'll take a look. Alright. I'm playing Zakir Hussain. Zakir Hussain from India. We've got a lot of players from India here. Tushar is one of them. I'm happy to see knight c6. That's a move that I like playing against. It's kind of fun and imbalanced. This Chigorin type of setup. For some reason, it's extremely popular. It's actually, you know, kind of anti-positional to play the Chigorin, but whenever I play this formation with like knight f3, d5, d4, or knight f3, d5, g3, usually, black plays knight c6. h6, okay, if you have enough time, that's not a bad move maybe, but it's really extreme to play it this early, I would say. So, takes on c4. Well, it's like a Catalan. I can play queen a4, or I could just develop a knight to c3. Queen a4, trying to get my pawn back immediately. Well, this seems kind of normal. Also, incidentally, threatening knight e5. I mean, at this kind of point when you're seeing the position open up, I think, wow, he's challenging me here with queen d5. When you see the position opening up at this point, he's also threatening b5, so I've got to go here. The h6 move is going to come into question, you know. Can you afford that kind of move when it's open? If it's like a closed position, or if you're white, maybe, you know, you can afford a luxury move like h6, this little prophylactic move. But when you're black, and here in this case, opening the position with d takes c, I don't think that h6 can really be right. Alright, well, if you guys think that a player is cheating, make sure to immediately report them to lichess, so hopefully they get banned before the tournament is even finished. Anyone who suspects someone, they should be reported. Even if you're wrong, the administrator should take a look at the games. So, bishop e6 now. The question is queen a4, queen b5, or queen d3. Queen d3, knight b4. This looks kind of dangerous, actually. I was looking at a crazy variation here. d5, knight takes d5. No, that doesn't work. I'm going to say knight d4. It seems like white can play queen b5. But queen d3 appears to be the most correct. He's trying to do something to my queen, but black has no development on the king side here. Well, don't shame anyone. Like, if you think they're cheating, just report them. Castles here and knight b4, but black isn't developing their forces. Again, this is still back. Difficult to say where I should put the queen. Also d1, but this gets off the file. Cagey play by black. If bishop f5, e4. This is the second player I have playing black who's playing like a random opening and turning it into the Scandinavian. Jeroen managed to turn a Dutch into the Scandinavian, which I've never in my life seen anyone pull off. And now Sakir is turning the Chigorin into a Scandinavian. It is difficult to play the Scandinavian against knight f3 or d4. You guys are giving it a try though. Hey Yellow Dragoon, what's up, man? You joined our ambulance listening stream. It's getting hotter here in Hungary, and I had to open the windows. You guys can listen to the wonderful sound of the local ambulance here. I never imagined, I lived in Boston for many years, but I never imagined how there can be an ambulance literally almost every minute. e4, bishop f5, e4. Yellow Dragoon is a good player. What's up, man? What's up with your chess, other than lichess? Any tournaments? I mean, I guess you played in Bunratty, right? So what's next on the agenda? A3 kicking him back. I think I like A3 kicking him back. But the problem is I wanted to play bishop E3, but actually he can hit my bishop. It's probably not a big deal. We have time for prophylactics, not probably here. Rook D1, maybe just protecting my center would be better. If I have time, like H3 and then bishop E3. I feel like I'm kind of nitpicking here. Meanwhile, E4 is a little bit sensitive. E6, as expected. It's weird to play the Chigoran like the Scandinavian. Now finally I can play bishop E3 without getting harassed by knight to G4. At the end of the day, I mean, black's king should be less safe than my king, I would assume, in this kind of pawn structure. White should have the safer king. Better pawn cover. Now I can blast him with B4, B5. I could have done it immediately, but there's G5. He actually cut his own queen off with that move, which loses material. He had, for what it was worth, he had like knight H or queen H5. Still this itty bit of counterplay. But more importantly, his queen is trapped. Well, it was almost trapped. Technically not trapped. But he's losing too much stuff here. Almost trapped. Okay guys, back to the tournament. Let me pause this. It's not my job to like do cheater detection, but just out of curiosity. We got 22 center pawn loss. That's not, you know, that perfect. What's alarming is like usually when it's much lower, there's no game and this doesn't count. So Aldisto, took out Aldisto. There was a lot of mistakes in that game. That doesn't look suspicious. And maybe you guys are getting paranoid. Rabbit chess. Rabbit chess game looks suspicious. 9 center pawn loss. 9 center pawn loss is pretty clean. But I don't know, guys. We'll let the moderators decide. Moderators, lichess admins should be investigated. But if you suspect someone, submit your opinion to the lichess moderators. I don't know, man. I can't really give you a conclusive readout. No mistakes here for inaccuracies. It's suspicious, but you know, it's hard to prove. Hard to prove. Is this like a brand new account? By the way, it's just a brand new account for the stream or something. Yeah. I mean, hardly surprising. They win every game. They create a new account and win every game. That's kind of suspicious, yeah. Yep. Alright, Marwa is in second place. Grigori is in third. Simone Milano. If you play like 20 games and you win them all, there's something suspicious about that. Where are all the regulars here? I'm off to a slow start. Derndatch is off to a slow start. Ananas is off to a bad start. Aldisto is off to a bad start. Of course they can make calculated mistakes. I mean, a good cheater knows how to do that. But the lichess administrators, like, they're aware of that. There are still ways to... There's still ways to tell. Anyway, I gotta play Derndatch again. Are you kidding me? What is this pairing? I should just like offer a draw and play another game or something. We're gonna play the same line. What are you gonna do? I had this funny incident once with Grandmaster Sam Palatnik. I went to a tournament in the mid-90s, and I was expecting to get paired down. I was like over 2400 USCF. It was a major like open section. Usually I would play in the top 15 boards or something. But there turned out to be like this blizzard, and there was hardly any players. And so there were like more masters than like lower rated guys. And I ended up playing Palatnik in round 1. We got paired, and I played black in a King's Indian, and lost in this theoretical variation. And this is when they started to introduce in some American tournaments the concept of what do you call it? He's varying now. Bishop takes e5. The concept of re-entry. This is something like FIDE rated tournaments don't have now, but lower sections, they use that in the US and stuff. Basically, the idea is if you have a bad result, you can restart the tournament like under a new registration, and this encourages more people to enter. So this is all preparation, it looks like. What am I supposed to do here? Rook h3. What has he got? Has he memorized all this, or is this just inspiration? Anyway, so to finish my story, I lost the first round, you know, not expecting to play Grandmaster. The fact that I was drunk probably had a small role in it. I spent the whole afternoon being bored out of my mind, and I thought I was playing a low-rated player, so I just thought, oh well, it doesn't matter if I drink during the game, you know, before the game. And then I get paired with Palatnik and lose. So, anyways, I think what happened was I re-entered. I went to bed and then re-entered in the morning in the second round, and got paired with Palatnik again. No, I won one game, or I drew one game. It wasn't immediately the first round of the re-entry. It was like the second game of re-entry, where I got paired with Palatnik a second time, and now I got paired with him with black again. It was really funny. I didn't even make a protest or anything, because it's like the whole idea of playing, you know, a re-entry was a new idea at the time. But then later it was decided that this would never be to be allowed again, like playing the same person. Like it was against FIDE rules or something, so the organizers were crazy. I never should have had to play a Grandmaster with the same color twice in a row. Now I need a little bit of time here to figure out what's going on exactly. He's got this extremely kind of primitive threats in the offing. I guess I could play bishop e7, and if h5, g5, kind of like worst case scenario. But I have enough time to think here for a minute. Well, the moral of the story is that you're not supposed to play the same player with the same color twice in the same tournament, Mr. Nefedov. And there you go. I'm playing Derndatch with black like 2 times in a row. And he's like the highest rated dude in the tournament. I'm griping about the pairing system here being illegal. What do we want to do? Alright. Anyway, my bishop on b4 is simply a target. I was actually thinking about bishop g5, but that drives him closer to me. guess I have to play this. This was the original plan. Stick with the plan. Hide behind his pawns if necessary. The same variation, the same opening, same color. That's the moral of the story. It's just not fair. But the good news was, the second game I drew, and I improved on this variation. Whoa, h6. I could actually take that. Rook h3, king g7, queen h5, rook h8. Wow, I can actually take this. I mean, my original plan was to like play g6 and hide behind the pawn. That's like probably literally safer though. But I think I could take on h6. Maybe this isn't safer though, I'm not really sure. All right. We have a slight problem. Mr. Tactics found this move. And it just wins instantly. He's only used 2 minutes for the whole game again. What am I going to do here? Rook b8, I guess. But that doesn't even save me, does it? It's ridiculous. This is so unfair. Just lost. I might as well just resign. Just too strong for me, man. I haven't beaten him in, what, 8 games or something? That seems kind of excessive, doesn't it? And he uses no time. Just like I haven't beat him in the last 9 games. It's all theory. All best moves according to the opening book. I'm supposed to play queen a6 here. Or a5. I played b4. Now he knows to play c takes b4 in this position. Really? Bishop takes b4 and knight b3. That's #1 suggestion of Stockfish. Until it's thinking. Then it plays rook h3. This is the move I was afraid of. Actually, not knight b3. This is the move I was afraid of. I don't know, Derndash is like 0, 0, 0, 10. So, h4. This should be fine for black. I played bishop e7, g5, here, here. I could have taken on h6. I mean, maybe this was the better way to go. Queen h5, king g7. It's just a question of him playing f4, but it's not actually that dangerous. It was a bad decision. Bad decision. To play this and not play g6. And to play g6 here. Just lost. Immediately resigns after bishop c5. One move. Instant resigns. There's no move. Rook c3. I haven't beat him in how many games now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games. Wow, dude. The top guy won again. Yeah, he looks kind of shaky. He's obviously human. I'm not in it. He's playing the moderator now. He also was like chatting in the chat room. Did you see that? He was like, when he beat Anna, he was like, all the best. He said Sal the best. Did he play someone named Sal? Nope. Alright. Anyway, guys, I'm having a bad tournament here. One move blunder. What can I do against a guy who plays perfectly? Not much. I'm not known for playing perfectly. 9 is very human. Second time I played the same line though. My opening is fine. Derndatch is just too strong tactically. He's like a GM. Alright, this is a new player, Yusu. Let's try to berserk this one. Try to get on the scoreboard. He's gonna counter berserk. Basically a blitz game. Counter berserking. Alright, I'll play d4 here. Alright, Yusuf. We gotta take him out to start getting on the scoreboard. We only have an hour left. A lot of people do that. If you berserk against them, they berserk against you. I guess it's an honor thing. I actually don't mind if people berserk against me. I prefer I prefer not. I should have played Queen H4. I've been having good results with that lately. Bishop D7 looks kind of like a slow gambit. Like Bishop E6 is a normal line. But this is an inferior gambit line with the bishops on the wrong square. I mean, it's supposed to be on C6 pressurizing C4. I'm not sure if I can get away with this. Is Bishop F5 a problem there? Rather not play E4 if I can help it. Maybe just BG5. Taking control of D5 and E4. I mean, this looks... I could have just taken on D6, but he has E4 there with some complications. This seems like more concrete. So Nefedov, oh. Alright. I want to clear my rook off the A file. We're just up a clear pawn with pressure on D6 here. I gotta remember though, this is a fast time control. Basically a 3-minute game. I'm not gonna have a chance here with Derndatch and then the mysterious guy. Clean exchange. But I feel like my Carol Khan opening is okay. That's a good sign at least. Nothing wrong with the exchange variation. Now if E4, bishop takes E4 there. I'm just winning. Easy win. Queens come off. But Yusuf played a gambit with his bishops on the wrong square. A bishop on the wrong square. It should be on E6, and that's a real line. There was a funny discussion a while back, like 10 years ago, on that variation. Two English opening authors, John Donaldson and John Watson, were paired with each other in this exact variation of the English. And like both of them have written books on that line, so it's kind of funny. B5, good try. But I've got a lot of pawns here. Lots of pawns. I guess he plays like E3. I'm just trying to just keep moving fast. Bishop C6. Trading pieces. Rook D8. I try to keep it constructive though. I'll let someone else win the tournament. This is a good move, though. He like stays in the game with that move. Making life difficult for me. Now I have to not be allowed to trade rooks with rook d8. But I've got rook a8. Ironically. He should have played maybe rook d8, and then he can play like bishop b8 and avoid the exchange of rooks. Alright, this is over. This is over. Which pawn should I promote? Two pawns connected. I don't need that one. You can have that one. So guys, what do we have? An hour left in the tournament. Still time to catch up. This guy is not giving up. But it's sort of hopeless here. Sort of hopeless. I'll control the a6 square. He's a fighter. But in an arena tournament, it's better to just give up. This is what the Derndatch was saying, like press the flag button, because you're only hurting yourself if you play it out too long, I think, in this tournament format. More games is better. Give me time to catch up. We'll go crazy, like berserking against everybody. Anyway, I don't need that anymore. We are promoting a new queen. He's not into resigning. Definitely not into resigning. No stalemate. Oh, that hurt my head to play that out. Okay, this guy is really suspicious. I wish I could play him so I could report him too. But I haven't played him yet. Morwa is in second place. Like, everybody is kind of fighting for second place. How do I only have 8 points? Come on. Yellow Dragoon immediately on the scoreboard with 3 berserks. I don't play bullets, so I don't berserk very much. How was the game? Let's check out Soltigo's game with the suspect. Oh, now he's playing Bombast. Bombast is dead. Bombast is human. You can forget about it. This guy is just blatantly pulling the wool over our eyes. It's just obvious now. Okay, Ananas. I'm going to berserk against Ananas, which is risky, but we're way behind on schedule. This is kind of a weird idea. Playing a kind of check Benoni. I think I had success against him once before. I don't know about the move order per se. And I don't have very good control of e5, which is kind of a problem here. Maybe I can take on c3 though, go fully foigle. He's trading pieces with this move. I don't have time to mess around. Knight f6 maybe. I mean, I'm playing for a win with the berserk. I could have played bishop takes c3 maybe, but it's not a great Gingy Indian. Really, my king is not safe. He had a couple games where he was higher centerpawn. I don't mean to be like the naysayer, but obviously he's suspicious. Losing a tempo here. Man, Ananas is tough. But he could just overextend himself. You know, maybe knight g4. Go Larson style. The c4 pawn. I've got the e5 square. NNS plays too fast too sometimes. I've got to just start berserking more. I'm so far out of contention that it's almost mandatory. You'll beat him if you have to. Good luck. Well, if he beats the Yellow Dragoon, then we know he's a cheater. It's basically a sure thing. Bishop, no, I'm serious. Bishop e2 coming down there. I've got g5 in some lines. Why didn't I play like bishop d4 check, king h1, knight e3, taking the bishop pair? It was a line, it was definitely possible. g5 isn't good, but I can just play bishop d7. With ideas of b5 maybe. Not so easy to achieve. Do I ever have any play? Man, white is playing really well. Why are you playing so well? Can't anyone look at this coordination he's got? And another good move. Stop playing so darn well. Oh. Giving up the dark square bishop. Finally a slightly dubious plan. There is no increment. Obviously winning with knight takes c5 here. Keep playing too fast. Morwa says last game and night. Tomorrow is a school day. Aserbate, what's up, man? Thank you for the donation on PayPal, for supporting the stream. I didn't see where you here earlier. He's put in 2 bits there. The Illuminati. The Illuminati pyramid. Knight takes c5. No, you believed me on that? Really? I was just kidding about that. Only joking. Yeah, he's taking out everybody now. Just trolling our stream. Diva Karan will be the next one. He's going to win every single game with his computer. Please report him. Now this guy's in second place. We haven't heard much about him. He's probably playing a weaker field. Yeah, nobody high rated. But Grigori did take out Soltigo, creeping into second place. I gotta keep berserking. There's still an open fight for second place, and Morwa says he's leaving. C takes b5. Uh-oh, another... C takes b5 is 26-47 in bullet. Yellow Dragoon, do you know anything about this guy? C takes b5. It's probably Flying Sky or something. His alt account. Raymond Carver, thanks, man. Are you in the field? What's up, Raymond? Thanks, guys, for donating and supporting the stream. Yeah, the #1 player looks suspicious. Sakir again. All right, I gotta get the practice my 3 minutes and 30-second chess. Get the berserking going. I'm just way behind. I was pushing the envelope, berserking against Ananas, and I'm lucky he hung a piece because I didn't have a whole lot of time there in a tense position. Maybe I was slightly better, but maximum slightly. I sort of tricked Ananas into dropping a piece with the reverse tell, but you gotta use all the tricks you can, basically. All right, faster, faster, faster. You play too fast and you lose. That's interesting. That might be a good move. No time to think about it. Now, I no longer really want to mess around with the pawn structure. Very sound structure for black. There's an isolated pawn on e4. We'll get to it later, but right now that's not my main focus, just consolidation. I have a very small edge here, although it's not that easy to execute this. It's a minority attack with pressure on e4. So if b5, there's no a4. We've got a5, b5, b4. Maybe sometimes f5. All right, this looks like some kind of tricky threat. Takes, check. He's got like bishop d4, traps. Zakir Hussein. Okay, if it's a very fast player, but he's only 1600 in bullet. Like, what's up with that? He's played the whole game in like 1 minute, and he's 1600 in bullet. This is not going to be easy. This is a risky move, probably a mistake. It's a plan. Now it's just drawish. But I mean, it's weird that he's 2139 in classical, but his bullet is really low, yet he's played the whole game in 1 minute. I just didn't create enough problems for white. That's my only excuse here. Now hopefully he goes passive, but it's still not enough. I have to try to keep the game complicated. He's really playing well. Another good move. I mean, this guy's 1800. Wow. We need play, and quickly. This is going to take like insane technique to beat this guy. And even so, it's a draw. Even if I played perfectly. His technique has been excellent at this point. Maybe if I could push my e-pawn to totally transform the position. But this is a draw, basically. Creating some passed pawns. He's been very patient here. Look at this trap. He's found a way to trade bishops. Using only 3 minutes for the whole game so far. Extremely smart. We're only like microscopically better. Objectively still a draw. But there'd be good if there'd be a good feature if we could make it. I mean, I'd like we should make a suggestion to lichess to make the self-made tournaments have a minimum number of games at least, like normal tournaments. Like you have to play at least 25 games to play in the tournament. That would be eliminating these guys doing this. I mean, basically they play in the tournament first of all because they're not allowed to play in other tournaments. What do we got here? Just hanging out? I have a passed pawn, but difficult to use it properly. If we get him in time pressure somehow, maybe he would make a mistake. H4 is an excellent move. It's like a rock. I wonder if I could trade rooks here. Looks pretty interesting. And White's play is awesome, the defense. For just 1800, excellent. I don't think I can make progress that way. Whoa. Looks like I'm making progress here. We should be able to queen this. But not an easy game, man. Not an easy game. Still not over yet. 26. Okay, let's pause the tournament for a second. Oh, he's finally kicked out. So sorry. Okay, Derndatch is in first, winning every single game with a draw with me. Can anybody stop Derndatch? C takes b5. Who is C takes b5? Who plays the French defense with black? But you guys know who C takes b5 is? Nanning chess, another one? You're getting more paranoid than me, Tushar. I don't... Heaven is a truck. Wait a minute. Heaven is a truck, that's a Pavement song. Whose Heaven is a truck? I was just listening to Pavement today. Heaven is a truck. Alright. Oh no, come on, man. Seriously? I just want to resign. I mean, this is ridiculous. But even Robin doesn't have anything against the Marazzi bind, man. There is no solution. Maybe Bishop G5 is even better. So Derndatch has won every single game. The last game was like 9 center pawn loss. What am I supposed to play here? B3? It's like playing a GM. Who is C takes B5? Now F3. Or castles. What's up with this position? Castles. I think F3 would be the best move. Did I do something wrong? JSC says Bishop G5 is definitely the best. Well, I play black in this, you know. I mean, I'm not so sure that there is any best. The truth is, this is my game with Christian Sabo, where I lost with black. It's all theory. Derndatch has swallowed the opening book. He's very dogmatic. Never ever tries anything new. He only plays the same exact repertoire every single time. I don't know. Bishop G5. Yeah, you play a little better than 21-33, dude. Lately I haven't beat him in 9 games. That's insane. We're keeping him tied up here. Not allowing black a lot of tactics. You asked for someone trying to join. 2650 and bullet would be legit, right? Well, I don't really subscribe to the theory that people who have high bullet ratings are automatically excluded from being cheaters. Because I've suspected 1 or 2. Let's not say it's automatically legit, but they're more likely to be legit. You know, I'm sure that it's possible to cheat in bullet if you're really professional. Rook E8, though, I don't know about this. So what are we doing here? We're going to try to clamp down? Now, I'm not saying, I don't think it's impossible to cheat in bullet chess. It's just much harder to do it. You know, the average amateur cheater isn't going to be able to do that, you know. Your anti-Derndatch strategy, what is that? Yeah, there is one player with a lot of games, so I suspect. Maybe he doesn't cheat in bullet, but he definitely cheated against me. Some certain player with a high bullet rating. You know, I think some people might selectively just cheat in the longer games and not cheat in bullet. Maybe they just want to show off or something against like a titled player. But obviously it's hard to cheat in bullet. Goes without saying. F5. The thing about Derndatch that's weird is he never seems to make blunders. How many games this tournament? I hang pieces all the time. Bishop B2. Well, that's a sneaky move. I think he's trying to play bishop A3. We don't want that. I wish I didn't make blunders. I seem to make a lot of them lately. An honorable member of the lichess community. How do you know? It's like a totally new person to us here. Okay, bishop F5. Let's see, bishop there. I can play F4. Maybe I need to play F4. Yeah, I guess we have to take a stand for our space here. But I feel like I'm playing someone of 2400 plus strength with Derndatch, honestly. Bishop takes F5 though, maybe not the best move. Still, it's not bad. I thought pawn takes was more combative. Very hard way to make progress, nevertheless. Very, very tough here. A slightly better structure for white. But not only is he like, he doesn't make mistakes, he's faster than me too. Which is amazing. You can almost count on any given move automatically. Just a matter of time till I make a blunder. That's a weird move to play. But it's probably like the best move. Most players wouldn't play this, like severing their structure. But I can't take it because of the tactic bishop h6. Rook takes, or pawn, or king takes. I think I need the king. It doesn't really matter that I'm down that pawn, I guess. So much. I have to try to make progress on the queen side. He plays like perfectly. Just ridiculously strong. Everyone is fast. The guy hasn't made a blunder, I don't know since when. Maybe I could try to play b5. How about the rook ending? But the speed at which he plays, just too strong. Another good move. This looks risky, actually, to play b5. How about c5? Just loses a pawn. Have to go for this. This bishop ending. Everybody has pawns on the wrong color. Can he make a mistake? We're two this guy. 2-4 this guy. Too old. What's going on? He's got more defenses than you can count. But the time is ridiculous. He says he's 2100, but I mean, he's 1900 in bullet. How can you correspond that to his results here? How can you be 1900 in bullet, man, and play like you do? I asked you this before, but it's really like insanely impossible. Rook a6. He's so fast, it's unbelievable, and good, and doesn't make a mistake. It's like impossible to beat him. What do I got here? Anything? Bishop c5. Can I ever have a threat? Even as a defense to that. Maybe I've got something. Move the bishop to d8. This is like beating a GM or something. It's easier to beat a GM, actually. I mean, I beat GMs all the time. It's possible to beat him. If it was impossible, you have 3,500. Well, anyway, in this tournament, I've got 1, 2, like the last 8 games I haven't beaten him. And before that, look at the score. He's like dominated me completely. Look at this. Nobody's ever had a score like that against me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.5, 6.5. That's probably the best score anybody's ever had against me, of anybody that I've played. It's even better than Serbian Santa Claus. All right, somehow we managed to win one, and now we're actually close. 30 minutes left. I'm gonna take a beer break. Can't believe I beat him. What happened? He just got points? Whoa, my gems just resigned against him? Dude, that's not cool. Why are you doing that? He just felt like, you know, I'll give him 2 points. Don't do that, man. That's not cool. He's like the guys in competition for the tournament. You're like hurting all the other players who are competing for first place when you resign without a game. It's just not... It's not a good idea to do that. That's not fair to Grigory, C takes B5, me, Divakaran, Aldisto, or anyone in the tournament. Do not resign because someone is like higher rated than you. Alright. Not cool. So another player got banned. That must have been... You held a draw against C takes B. Where is C takes B? He's in second place. Is he berserking every game? Who do we know that's a really good bullet player? There was that guy who was kind of on the stream, on the tournaments all the time. A while back. Oopie. Logan's Glasses, thanks for subscribing, man. When did you subscribe? Was it today? Wow, Moopie Pie Loopy, thanks for the 25 cheer. Much appreciated. It was a tough game, and I took out the leader. This Fritz guy, Fritz120, he doesn't seem to understand that I have a stream. He always challenges me, but it's like he doesn't know we have a stream. Fritz120, we're doing a live stream, man. Come and join the tournament. Well, there is a delay. It's like 10 seconds or something. I mean, it's very small. But it's just not a real, like, program delay. Alright. I don't know. Soltigo's kind of on the margin. He's pretty fast, so I don't really want to berserk. Probably I should berserk, though. Psych him out. Alright, now we're on a roll a little bit. I managed to beat Derndatch for the first time in 9 games. At least in the Marazzi, like, man, when he took on f4, though, I was very sad. That's probably like Black's best move, but most people wouldn't do that because it just seems to destroy their structure. You can say that again, Tushar. Anybody who's 2,500 in bullet is a GM strength bullet player. 2,600, sorry. But I don't really count bullet as real chess. Oh no. Wait a minute, what is this? This is this weird line of the... It's a weird line of the... oh man, this is the Ivan Farago defense you're playing here, Soltigo. Some kind of draw variation that our own Ivan Farago likes to play. E takes d5, e4. He had like a million draws. E takes d5, e4, knight c6, bishop e5, and then he drew like 5 people in a row with a specialized variation. Huh, you stumbled onto something tricky there. Well, maybe play c takes d5 anyway. e3 is like a normal semi-tarash. Give me 30 minutes lichess. Bishop h6, rook f4, e takes f4. E takes f4 was probably like the best move, but most people would be ugly to play that. But Derndatch thinks very tactically. I don't know. I thought you were okay. Until I had the idea to play c5, which looked like all I wanted to do was have a nice little bishop endgame. Soltigo, what's up, man? Where are you? Guys, thanks for the bit donations. Standing c takes b5 is now in first place. I'm in 4th. I'm usually the bubble. But this guy keeps performing well, Grigori. Yeah, so this is the Farago Ivan variation. The problem is if I play like bishop g5, black has basically like a c3 Sicilian reversed with a move up. So that's not a move. This is basically a c3 Sicilian reversed, essentially. This is Farago's favorite drawing line. But Soltigo doesn't know the meaning of the word draw, so maybe it's misplaced in his hands. It's like a knight c6, d5, knight c6 variation reversed. That doesn't seem like the right move. I think Farago plays pawn takes pawn here, allowing this funky ending. I'm saying Farago, but it's actually Farago. Farago, Ivan. So bishop e6 I'm not aware of. He's not breaking the pin. That doesn't seem right. But I do want to develop pieces. Can play just castles maybe. And even just castles is good. No? Develop the pieces. I'm threatening rook d1. I guess I could also play e5. But if Ivan says it's d takes e, then it's d takes e. The dude knows how to draw with the black pieces. It's a little late now for that, though. Oh, I get it. So you can take with your rook. Maybe it's not late. It is late. Maybe it's not late. Complicated. Knight g5 was my idea, I guess. Just want to get my pawn back with interest. Alright, man. You're slowing me down here. Now I'm in 5th place again. Can't keep up with these guys. Diva Karan showed up out of the blue with 20 points. Man, I should have berserked. Yeah, it's amazing how self-contained your repertoire is, Derndatch. I guess theoretically the best way to play against you would be play like totally weird openings. I mean, that would take you out of that advantage that you have. It's amazing how devoted you are to that repertoire and how well you know it and how hard it is to get you out of it. Actually, Nefedov is a little like that. Bishop d5. What I like about this move is that it doesn't develop any pieces. That's my favorite kind of move. So knight takes d5, rook takes d5. Yeah. Weird. Very weird. Rook e1, it's tempting. Man, oh man. Can I play rook e1? I think I have to play this first. And we're gonna run into problems. Run into problems? Did you say? We're only down a pawn. It's no big deal. Temporarily. Rook e1. Knight d4. Knight takes e4. Man, Soltigo just plays any opening. He's amazing. He's playing the semi-Tarash, he's playing the Nimzo, he's playing hundreds of different openings. Knight d4 now. Knight takes e4. Now knight takes e4 right away. It may have its limitations, but this is the problem with being a late starter in chess. Tendency to make blunders. Well, why don't we go back where we came from? Or maybe bishop e6 is even better. Then he's got knight d4. Well, we'll see. The knight d4 has to be dealt with, this concept. Could even play it right away. Knight d4. This is like a tempo loss. This is a flop. Alright. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing and watching. I've got 19 minutes left to try to catch up to the leaders. I see Aldisto did it again. He does it. He's like the turtle in the fable about the rabbit and the turtle. A little bit of a premature resignation there, but he didn't like his position, understandably. We got to get back in this tournament. We got 20 minutes left. Time for 1 or 2 games. At least 1, hopefully 2. But Aldisto, look at that start. After like 9 games, he had no points. It's like King Crusher style. He lost all of his games, then he went on his tear where he played like a lot of low-rated players and won them all. There's an argument that this is not the most fair structure of tournament. Yellow Dragoon's still here. He's given up. He's given up. Can't catch up. I'm joining. What am I doing? What am I looking at? I'm looking at my game with Soltigo. Okay. Opening. What's up? Yeah, so this is the Farrago Ivan D takes E4 draw. This is like a novelty. Wow, I'm supposed to play 95. I wasn't convinced by that. Study some Farrago Ivan games. Farrago. Soltigo. All you have to do is D takes E and it's like an automatic draw. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright. But Aldisto, somebody has to stop Aldisto. Haggard DK is playing Aldisto. He gets this pairing with the 1400. He's leading the tournament. He gets paired with the 1400. Derndatch now playing a 1600. All the strong players are occupied. Looks like C takes B5 may have... He's still here. Oh, he's playing back to basics. That should be interesting. Back to basics is pretty decent. The game's over, though. It's not a good sign. What happened to C take? He had draws, 2 draws? No, he beat back to basics. He drew Yellow Dragoon, won all of his other games. Who could it be that's really good at bullet? I don't know. Guys, tomorrow, Blitz and Rapid Chess, weird openings here. Tomorrow, I'm playing C takes B5. The Bullet Man. Alright. I don't know who he is, or she. Oh, I love the Trompowsky, though. It's always good to face the Trompowsky. I'm happy with that. Don't hate on King Crusher. Who's hating on King Crusher? He knows how to, you know, he knows how to rabbit bash his way to winning arena tournaments. I mean, that's part of the game. I'm not sure that C takes D4 is absolutely best. This is actually not a Trompowsky anymore. It's a transposition to the Verisov. The best chess, that's boss. Boss chess. Uh-oh. Duong. This one Vietnamese player played this against me. It's not, you're not, Serbian Grandmaster. What's his name? Starts with an M. That's really narrowing it down. Half of Serbian names start with M. Bishop B5. Why don't I play Bishop D7 here, actually? I don't know, I never really thought about it. I think I played E6 last time I had this position against Duong. But this is developing a piece. It's basically like a Chigorin in reverse, and... Yeah, Milodinovic, right. So, maybe he's secretly playing... Maybe he's C takes B5. Did C takes B5 play like Chigorin on all of his games? Chigorin with black, the exchange Philidor. You know, not that many people play this line with white. Although he may just be a guy who plays a lot of random stuff. We got to get our pieces developed. It's equal, I think. Basically a reverse Chigorin with an extra move. Now I can't play Rook C8. I guess it drops my A7 pawn. Although there's no rush, I suppose. I mean, 95 isn't really dangerous. Is it possible that Bishop E7 is too passive? Is there such a thing? He's just trading pieces here. We're gonna like bore him to death with our solidity. But basically like a strategic player feels like. I always expect bullet guys to be very tactical. Excessively so, let's say. Now I can grab that pawn on b2. So it's like a tactical position. Should I play queen b5? Approximately equal. But he has the bind on the c5 square. Makes me feel like I misplayed this. Maybe he's like a technical grinder. You know, endgame technique is very important in bullet. And that's obviously why Magnus Carlsen is so dominant. I mean, I don't think I like rook c1 too much. It's not a bad move, though. This is probably a bad move by me. I don't know. Prophylactically. Prophylax. Maybe it's Magnus Carlsen. It could be Magnus Carlsen. How would you know until the game is over, really? I mean, Carlsen doesn't do anything really flashy, you know? He just plays good tactical chess. I'm not sure. I guess a5, a4 is a good plan. Minority attack at its best. Alright, what's up? I offer a draw. You want to draw? Maybe there's still time to play one more game and try to catch up if I can beat someone quick with like a berserk. This looks equal. This is my hope, to get one more game. I'm not going to catch up to c takes b5 anyway. Get one more game and maybe beat somebody with a berserk here while we have 10 minutes left and sneak into, at least maintain third place. Aldisto has 38. Nobody's going to catch Aldisto. He's like, how did he range all those pairings at the end though? 900, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1400. How did he do that? Lose all your games and then play like everyone who's like under 2050. It's like you couldn't ask for an easier path. He plays in chess 24. Wow. All right, this is our last chance. So hopefully it will count. Ice Good from Ukraine. I haven't had a Nimzo in ages. All right, it's been a week or so since someone played the Nimzo, or I got to play the Nimzo with black. But he plays super quietly here with e3. We transpose to some kind of Rubinstein Nimzo hybrid. Probably not bad for me. Queen c2 is a weird move in this position. It doesn't support b4. And so the normal moves are like rook b1 and bishop d2 instead of queen c2. Hopefully. Last chance here. Basically a normal position except for that. You know, I had a game in April last year, or May, against Garrigo, what's his name? Don't remember now. I have Alzheimer's. Did I just do that? I had bishop e4. I had bishop e4 last move. Oh my god. The downside of playing rook b1 with... Oh, he saw it. He definitely saw it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Master had that. So e4 is coming. Now I'm going on tilt. I got my full post. Can't talk. My full tilt poker shirt on. Now I'm going on tilt after this last move. Whoa. The hell is going on here? Excuse me? So it's like knight takes. You got me. But on bishop takes, it's not so clear. Queen a4 check, queen d7. Oh, you got that too. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Man, that stinks. Wow. Who is this guy? He hung a piece, then he sees this tactic the next move. Oh man. Oh man, now I'm screwed. I'm just screwed now. We got 2 minutes. We're down material. What is it? The dude just played this move. Could this possibly be a mistake by white? Possibly. You got to go with the flow here. Even a draw wouldn't be bad, you know. It wouldn't be that bad. He has knight c8, double check. King f6 is like mental if I go out there. But I win a piece. Okay, guys. Hopefully we can win this in time. I'm in 4th place. Derndatch passed me, of course. Who he played. I always finish in 4th place. If I win the game, then I need to win. Draw is not enough. A draw with berserking is what? 2 points? It's king here is a draw is not enough, huh? But knight f5 check, I have king d8. I almost played that idiot move. King f6, queen d6 or something. He should have played knight c8 check. No, actually that's the same move, right? I'm crazy. King d8. So it's no easy answer. Now we win a piece. Well, we're up the exchange in a chaotic position. Very poorly played game. He was like dropping the exchange on move 5. I didn't see it. But I don't know what's happening here tactically. Rook c8 is also useful. But I'd rather get my material. We've always got rook c8. Rook e8, useful as well. Oh, I've got knight e3. I had knight e3 last move as well. But it would be hard to win without any development. And this eliminates e4 as a serious danger. Black is clearly better here. Got all of our pieces in the game. Hopefully time will tell. Aldisto, C takes b5, Derndatch ahead of me. Draw is not enough. I have to win, right? How much is a draw? Do I get 3 points or 2? Not likely result here, actually, though. We got plenty of time. We're winning this. We're up the exchange. And we've got our pieces in play. All right. Back to tournament. He resigned. I'm still tied for 4th place. I'm 4th place on tiebreak, apparently. That sucks. 4th place on tiebreak? What? I guess I'm the host of the tournament. I only got 3 for that? What? Wait, because he's not berserking? I was counting on like 5 points. Because I drew the last game. Oh my god, because I offered a draw to C takes b5, of course. I lost my streak starter, that's why it was just 3. I was counting on 5 points. Oh no. I reached top 4. If Derndatch doesn't win again. Back to basics, don't let him win. Don't let him win. Don't let him win, back to basics. Back to basics is up the exchange. Wow, he's playing a Caro-Kann too. You can tell. Is it the same line? Oh, he played the same line. Oh, he copied us. He played the same exact line, but here, back to basics played knight d7. It's still pretty solid for black, but white has attacking threats. So he sacked a rook there. Then an intermezzo took there. Wow, Derndatch sacked the exchange. Derndatch only has a minute left, back to basics. Just don't let him checkmate you. Anyway, I'm rooting for a hopeless cause here. Anyway, I'm still in 4th place. Aldisto wins. C takes b5 had the best performance rating, probably. Derndatch also quite good. I'm in 4th place. Grigori is still playing, probably. Grigori passed me with the win with 45 seconds left. This guy has an insane result. 2040, not bad. I'm in 5th place now. Good job. 5th place. Grigori 2059. Move 11 is playing Aldisto, last game of the top players. What is this? A Marazzi? Oh, one of those Sicilians that Aldisto plays. With h5. Well, he does a nice avalanche here. And really strong queenside play. This looks like black doesn't have enough comp. He's down a pawn. White's strong in the center. Now he got that pawn on b4 though. Okay, that probably takes a lot of white's edge away. Didn't see this was the sequence. Takes, bishop takes b4. Maybe it's like equal. Alright, 0 seconds left in the tournament, guys. Aldisto wins 1st place, as usual. He does that every week. C takes b5, 2400 performance. Grigori passes us in the last moment. Derndatch is in 4th place. I'm in 5th place. Divakar on 6. Yellow Dragoon only played 5 games. 4.5 out of 5. Not bad. The Bad Fish has the second record number of games. Morwa had to leave. Kramnik Student rounds out the top 10. Rabbit Chess, Puwap, Back to Basics, Ananas, Ice Good, Soltigo, Sakir Hussein. You guys, Bombaston 19th place, my gems. Alright guys, so we finished in 5th place, not too bad. I had to start berserking at some point to make it interesting, but I still didn't quite make it to the prizes. But Aldisto, I don't know, man. How did he do that? How did he play all those losses and then catch up? How did you do that, man? You won the tournament with an 1865 performance. Something's wrong with the, I mean, you know, all credit to you, but something's wrong with this format. C takes B5 won, what, all but 2 draws from the games he played. He also drew with Diva Chiron, so 3 draws, very solid, like 10 wins. C takes B5, Grigory lost only to strong players, Aldisto, Jeroen, Ananas, and Derndach only lost against me and had a draw against me. He scored even against me and beat everyone else he played. That's pretty impressive. His performance is 2446. So actually, Derndach had the highest performance rating, I think, of anybody. Mine was 2275. That's kind of low. Why is my performance so low? 2275. I only lost 1 game. I don't know. Seems kind of low. I have a draw? Oh, because of C takes B5 being 1500. He lowered down everybody's performance ratings. C takes B5, man. That's not cool. Anyway, you won the last game. Yeah, I love when that doesn't count. Performance doesn't win chess tournaments. Not on lichess, not in arenas. But still nice to know who really played well. But it's C takes B5 skewed everybody's performance ratings. The provisional shouldn't really be counted. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, guys. Congratulations to the winners. Aldisto, C takes B5, Grigori. Anyway, it was fun, as always. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing in the morning. If you guys want to hang out, it'll be rapid and blitz chess with weird openings. So, I don't know, Derndach. That might be good against you. Try to take you out of your normal repertoire. Anyway, it was fun, guys. Thanks for supporting the stream by subscribing. You can check out the replays on YouTube. My account there, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube, here on lichess, and of course on Twitch. And thanks to everybody who, including Logan, I think recently subscribing there on lichess. Thanks to everybody for subscribing on lichess. Move 11, you're welcome, man. Thank you for all your support. Move 11 has been very supportive of the stream, as Acerbate, Koi TV, and a lot of people here. Soltigo, just for being a moderator, has supported the stream massively. So I'd like to thank all you guys for making it possible, and it was a lot of fun. So I will see you for Weird Wednesday tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central European Summer Time, and bye-bye.